As 2021 comes to a close, the reflection of a roller coaster Monster Jam season was evident, with a flurry of extreme highs, lows, twists, and turns.
Holy cow!
With 26 grueling rounds in the rearview mirror, the 2022 season is on the horizon and is prepping for a triumphant return of a field of 48 drivers navigating these 12,000-pound machines.
Yeah, that's that wow factor.
This season is setting up to be epic, and it's your chance to get into the action, to see familiar faces, old foes and rivals, brand new rides, and the return of the biggest event of the year. So sit back, get out your popcorn, and get ready to be taken on the ride of a lifetime as we go through where and when your favorite Monster Jam drivers and trucks will be competing in a city near you.
Welcome to the 2022 Monster Jam schedule announcement.
Welcome inside Monster Jam World Headquarters just outside of Tampa, Florida. I'm Scott Jordan alongside the incomparable Leslie Mears and, of course, Cole Stevens for a very exciting evening as we unveil the 2022 Monster Jam Tour lineups.
That's right, Scott. This is one of my favorite times of the year because we all get to share insight on the upcoming season of Monster Jam, like the number of tours on the 22 season, cities each tour will be stopping in, your favorite drivers who will be returning, and a few familiar faces in some new rides, and some returning to old rides. There are a few surprises that you don't want to miss. We also have new trucks that will debut and a truck that's getting a new paint scheme.
2021 was a crazy year with all the ups and downs we all endured that still saw Monster Jam bring monster trucks to stadiums and arenas across the country. Cole Stevens, let's hear from you. A lot of crazy highlight moments in the 2021 season. Looking back, what stands out to you?
You know, 2021 was definitely crazy. I saw a lot of different things come from different drivers, but one thing that definitely stood out to me is we had all three Andersons under the same roof. We never really see that ever. We got the opportunity to do that in 2021. And one thing that they brought to the table is the fact that they brought a lot of the skills moves from Skills Challenge into their freestyle. So this is kind of changing the way Monster Jam is working with the freestyles and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what 2022 has in store.
What stood out to me was Cole Stevens wearing a suit to work every day. That's what stood out to me.
Definitely different.
That was phenomenal, but I want to go back to your point about two-wheel skills coming into freestyle. How hard is it to stop that 12,000-pound truck on its nose when you're flying 40, 50 feet through the air?
So I grew up actually driving in stadiums a lot more than arenas, and we've seen them do the Skills Challenge moves more in arenas, and them to transfer that over to stadiums. We knew we were going to be carrying a lot more momentum, a lot more speed, and it's hard to control those trucks when you're going that much faster, but for them to actually get it figured out and actually dialed in and do the moves over and over, it was phenomenal.
With 26 rounds in the series, a champion was crowned, but the season had a number of great moments that kept the crowds on their feet.
Welcome to NRG Stadium right here in Houston, Texas, the premiere episode of the 2021 Monster Jam season.
This is a star-studded cast, very best in the business of Monster Jam. Man, I cannot wait to get out there and compete and whoop their tails, too.
Even off the race ramp, even around the first turn. She's right there, she's got him! Kristen Anderson making a push.
When I was going for the bicycle to moonwalk, it went too far. I was able to bring it back down and pop it into the moonwalk.
Coming for the 8-pack backflip, and there goes Tom the Duke.
It's a spectacular show. Really cool to be back.
Oh, he's over, he's over. This track is different than anything they've seen this year, possibly even in their career.
This track is huge. There's so many obstacles out there. I'm excited to see what these drivers have in store.
He goes sideways and whips it. We are back at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Worlds are about to collide here in Indy. LeDuc and 7-time Supercross champion Jeremy McGrath.
Jeremy, even though this is the first time here lining up in a Monster Jam truck, he is a motorsports connoisseur, and Todd better have his A game.
And McGrath has got him coming into the first turn. Oh, he's over. Jeremy McGrath rolls in the first turn.
We have a re-rack.
Back in 2020, the long-awaited Monster Jam Hall of Fame was officially announced, and shortly thereafter, the first two inductees were announced as being Gravedigger creator and driver Dennis Anderson and the longtime voice of Monster Jam Scott Douglas.
And I want to thank y'all for every nut and bolt on my truck and every shingle on my roof.
Other sports have fans. They don't have Monster Jam fans.
Monster Jam is here to stay.
This is the battle of the year. The grueling 2021 Stadium Championship Series has brought us to the point where now it's brother against brother in what might go down as one of the most epic Monster Jam matchups of all time. Oh, he got it!
This trophy's great, the points are great, but you guys have made Monster Jam what it is.